The beautiful building ahead of us is called Milan Cathedral, in Italian Duomo di Milano, or also Metropolitan Cathedral Basilica of the Nativity of Saint Mary. It is the seat of the Archbishop of Milan. By the way, Milan is a quite walkable city, and you can see here in the square in front of the cathedral that it is a quite popular place, no doubt. All those people, of course, are not going to visit the cathedral, but a lot of them will or did already. The building can accommodate 40,000 people, and about 5 million people visit per year, even though I guess most of them are tourists, not people coming necessarily for a mass. It is a brick building faced with marble, and as you can imagine, maintenance and repairs are very complicated and costly. And we will see ongoing maintenance as we walk around, I'm sure. I guess this huge marvelous door with scenes from the Bible is not an entrance that is currently used, but let's have a closer look anyway. And I guess people are touching some of the places on the door, just kind of for luck, I guess. But it's time to go to the ticket office to get the ticket so we can check out a famous rooftop with fabulous views of the city and some artwork at the top. By the way, they recommend to reserve your tickets online, which is probably a good idea, especially in the peak season, but I did not. And it cost me good 30 minutes in line, but I wasn't sure what time I'll get there since I walked from my hotel a couple miles from here, so no regrets. What can I say? The rooftop's very popular. The cathedral took nearly 6 centuries to complete. The construction began in 1386 and the final details were completed in 1965. Imagine, just last century. It is the largest church in the Italian Republic. St. Peter's Basilica is larger, but it is in the State of Vatican City, a sovereign state and the third largest in the world. Who is second? Well, it is a cathedral built in Brazil just in the last century. And the rooftop is open to tourists for another fee, of course, which allows many close-up views of some spectacular sculptures that would otherwise be unappreciated if you were just on the square below. The roof of the cathedral is renowned for the forest of pinnacles and spires set up upon delicate flying buttresses. Climbing up to the terrace offers stunning views of the city and a chance to see those 135 spires rising high above the cathedral. They say that there are more statues on this Gothic style cathedral than any other building in the world. Can you guess? There are 3,400 statues, 135 gargoyles, and 700 figures that decorate Milan Duomo. Thousands of artists, sculptors, and specialized workers were involved in the construction of the cathedral. Architects from across Europe were invited to work on the project, at least 78 different architects total, as it grew and construction dragged on over the years. And you can see that the rooftop is very, very popular. I mean, this is not the peak season, but it's really full as in the peak season because they do some crowd control so they don't sell unlimited number of tickets. I don't know how many people can come per hour, but even though it's limited, it's still pretty crowded here. Anyway, after its consecration in 1418, Milan Cathedral remained incomplete for centuries. And the reason? Politics, lack of money, indifference in a seemingly never-ending project. Imagine a mammoth structure in the middle of your city left unfinished for your entire lifetime, and your fathers and grandfathers, and so on. And other setbacks kept the cathedral on standby for what seemed like forever. Actually, it was Napoleon who finished the facade and jump-started the final stages of construction in the early 19th century. Well, you can come here, you can climb here, and it's definitely worth visiting, in my opinion. The views of the city are interesting, but mainly the art on the roof, just the huge number of statues. I mean, it's unbelievable, and they are really beautiful. Well, as I said earlier, the building can accommodate 40,000 people, and it looks like it. The first thing that catches your attention when you step into the Duomo is the colonnade of hefty pillars that reach toward the ceiling. The interior is quite impressive, even if it lacks the gold and pomp of the other cathedrals in Italy or Spain or Vatican. Frescoes and paintings date back to the 15th century mostly, and were created by local Milanese painters. The Duomo is surrounded by the technicolor of skilled stained glass work, some of which portray the apocalypse and stories from the New and Old Testament. Just look around and you will notice some familiar figures if you know the Bible a little bit. And even though the church is historic, impressive, I think the main draw for the visitors is the ability to climb to the rooftop. After all, how many churches let you climb to the top and reward you with such interesting views? Not many, really. So, this will be the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.